What's up, everybody? Henry Cejudo here, aka Triple C, and you guys welcome to this episode of Breakdown the Fight, where I'm going to be breaking down all the content in the world. And this is brought to you by JiMMYBAR. Here you go, Uncle Chael.
Hey!
Get your Jimmy on.
Gift for me. Thank you, Jimmy, and thank you, Triple C.
What's up, everybody? Henry Cejudo here, aka Triple C, and welcome to this episode of Breakdown the Fight, where we have a special guest, none other than the bad guy, Uncle Chael Sonnen. And today on Fight Breakdown, I'm going to be breaking down Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic. Obviously, you have been there firsthand with the greatest of all time, Jon Jones. He's had more than actually probably going on a 3-year layoff. I've had an opportunity to actually coach Jon, where he's come to me at least on 3 separate occasions. And I can tell you right now, Chael, you still haven't seen the best yet with Jon Jones. He needed that break. He needed that time off with this. And I just think that there's so many things that I was able to help Jon with fakes, feints, really understanding more of that distance game, the tactical sense, the hows that you're supposed to train, and just watching Jon just grow and really kind of feed in. You start to understand why this dude has wrapped so many wins in the UFC. Actually, pretty much being undefeated. 14 title defenses. I think there's still so much room for Jon to grow, even at the age of 35. What's your take on all this?
Well, that's a tremendous compliment, and I have heard that from other people, that Jon is still growing, that as amazing as his career has been, he's not yet become content. And I think that's interesting. I will go as far as to tell you I will bet Jon Jones in anything. If Jon Jones was going to go box, fill in the boxer, I don't care. I bet Jon Jones. If Jon Jones was going to enter Abu Dhabi and Gordon Ryan was in the bracket, I'm taking Jon Jones. Jon Jones in combat is just something special. He understands how to win. He's a fantastic competitor. If he gets tired, to hell with it. I mean, big thing on Jon Jones, he used to throw you down, and when you got up, you're going to be different if you get up at all. Short period of time, he becomes Mr. Kickboxer. Then he becomes a dynamic kickboxer to the point where I think that even leads the charge of his skills. I want to stay there because if I'm right, Jon's going to do a lot of damage to Stipe on their feet. He's just dynamic. He's going to kick his legs. He's good with the range. He's going to do some things. However, that's also where this whole experiment about can Jon Jones deal with somebody bigger than him that has the power to knock him out. That's the entire thing. All that this is about, at least for right now. If he's on his feet trading with Stipe and either can't take him down, like Daniel Cormier could not, or elects to not take him down, it does provide opportunity for Stipe, even if Jones is winning. Even if there are 3 minutes in a round and Jones has won 2 minutes and 59 seconds of it, it still is giving that opportunity to Stipe, and I do think those are going to be some punches that Jon isn't used to. So I do think there's going to be something new to see. A different outcome, that's still Jon Jones. But something new, something dangerous, yeah, Jon will tell you that. Sure.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing, though, too, is like I don't want to necessarily say we're looking over Stipe. I just don't see that. I just don't see that punching power in Stipe. I don't see that Francis Ngannou in Stipe that could really put Jon in danger. I think Stipe is a great fight for Jon. I think in every area, Jon Jones just happens to be faster, quicker, stronger, and he's weighing. I remember when he was with me, he was weighing 250 pounds. Like, he's a big, legit heavyweight. I'm even surprised he was making light heavyweight.
I have some scoop. I have some inside scoop. So I am very good pen pals with Stipe's old lady. Like, she's just really great at getting back to me. I have something, and I don't know if this is out. Maybe you have it, but let me tell you what it is anyway. Stipe fight Daniel Cormier weighed in at 231 pounds. People go, what is going on here? He's not healthy. The line moved in favor of Cormier. That was actually the night that Stipe beat him. They go out there and they go part 3. Stipe weighs in at 233 pounds. Stipe to take on Francis Ngannou. I'm giving this in consecutive order. Weighs in at 233 and a half pounds. Why is Stipe so light? Now, when Stipe lost the second contest to Francis, they're 1-1. It sets up a true trilogy where you go to fight 3 and you've split outcomes in the previous 2. Stipe knew, I need to be more man. Francis is too big. I'm getting ready. I'm focused. I'm only thinking about Francis. I need to put on 20 pounds of muscle. And he did. Stipe Miocic is weighing 257 pounds. From what I'm told, now this is from his wife, his biggest, she says it's the right way. She's the one that did the cooking. She watched him do the lifting. I'm only sharing for you, Henry. A 257-pound Stipe Miocic is a very interesting proposition, and it also preserves the idea that Jon Jones is going to go in there with somebody bigger. If they get off the scale and Stipe's in the 230s and Jon's in the 240s, not only have we lost what this whole 2 years of Jon's life's about, we went the other way. So I think it's a big deal. I think it matters that Stipe's in there big. If we're talking about, hey, this is what you got to do to put Jon down, he'll have a little bit in his advantage, and I think people are going to be very interested in that match.
Just looking at the fight, I just don't see Stipe. Obviously, anything can happen in a fight. Again, I go back and not only do I think of Kamaru Usman versus, versus Leon Edwards, but you versus Anderson Silva. The fight doesn't end until that bell rings. Sure. So that being said, never count, the former two-time heavyweight champion out, but he's also going against the greatest of all time. Does Stipe Miocic, does he have the mind power? Does he have the willpower to really understand and be focused for 5 rounds to take this man who has a chip on his shoulder, who has gone through hell, not just with, in his personal life, but also with the public, sure. But that being said, I just don't see Stipe beating him by any means. So for that reason, I'm going Jon Jones, stoppage, no more than 3 rounds.
And I'm going to take Stipe, but I'll tell you what. It can't be 231-pound Stipe. It can't be the Stipe that gets there with Francis Ngannou and is frightened. Remember when he was staying back? Stipe Miocic fighting out of range because he was feeling the power. We've never seen him do that before. It needs to be the Stipe Miocic that won the championship, that fought Junior Dos Santos, that fought Verdum. It needs to be the Stipe Miocic that Daniel Cormier saw in fights 2 and 3. It's going to be long, it's going to be grindy, and it's an uphill battle. But with that said, if it's the right Stipe, I'm kind of interested in this, this 257-pound. I'm leaning towards the fireman, Stipe Miocic.
Woo! Wow, you are super loyal, let me tell you, Uncle Chael. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I am your host, Henry Cejudo, a.k.a. Triple C. And this is none other than the bad guy, Uncle Chael Sonnen. And thank you guys for watching this episode of Breaking Down the Fight. And we are out! So thank you guys again for watching. It means a lot to me. So you guys remember, there's more breakdown, there's more technique, there's more tactics, and there's definitely more cringe. So make sure to subscribe and click on that button. I'm out!